And speaking of springtime, we are officially into it on Thursday, correct, Alan?
Yeah, good memory, Bree. And we did talk about that with the students yesterday that we visited at Turman Elementary School. Hello to our new friends this morning, the kindergartners. They were excited to see Bree and I back on Monday afternoon. Now, yesterday we saw a beautiful sunrise here throughout southern Colorado. Lots of you, our viewers at home, answering our call to share your photos with the weather team. This from Black Forest, sent in by John Hupp. And look at the beautiful orange, pink, and purple sky. That photo sent in by News 5 regular Carol Gephardt, and this one from the Pueblo West area, that's sent in by Kevin Frank. Now, one of my Facebook followers, Jeff Castillo, is an avid hiker, but suffered an injury, he tells me, so I didn't see many photos from him recently. Excited to get this one after he's back out there and did a hike up in North Cheyenne Canyon this past weekend. Now, today's probably not going to be the best day to get outside and recreate, as we have a mix of very low humidity and some very strong damaging wind gusts that prompt another round of red flag warnings. So back at it again. Third consecutive day here in El Paso County from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. These are widespread across the eastern plains, and down south it was a rare overnight red flag warning, with those conditions being met not just during the day yesterday, but also during the late night hours. That's typically when we get some recovery with the relative humidity. Now, let's look at the high wind warnings. Some of the gusts down south could approach 75 to 90 miles an hour. Gusts here around 60 to 65. We'll see consistent gusts 30 to 50 during the day, with our stronger gusts expected in El Paso County later tonight once this cold front sweeps through. And even though we have some moisture on the satellite and radar, a lot of this is going to stay confined to our mountain areas. All right, if you're just tuning in this morning, let's get you out the door with the current check of those temperatures outside. 45, so cool enough for a jacket in the Springs, 50 in Pueblo, and 47 in Monument. Getting gusty across the eastern slopes this morning, but look where that wind is already screaming, gusting over 70 miles an hour this morning out towards La Vida. And eventually, as we make our way into late morning to early afternoon, that southwest wind becomes more widespread. So another very gusty day. Temperature is still mild, but down about 6 to 12 degrees from what we saw yesterday. We're also tracking an incoming shot of snow. Now, as I mentioned, most accumulations will be into the high country. Could see a spot shower reach I-25 this afternoon. And then the best chance of any accumulations will be later tonight. Once that cold front passes, we'll get a north wind, and that favors upslope regions like Teller County, northern El Paso County, and the southeastern mountains. Even these spots not expecting more than an inch or two over the next 24 to 36 hours. I'd say in the Springs, maybe you see snow, maybe you don't. So snow for some, not snow for all. If we get any accumulations, probably on the west side or north side of town, might see a dusting to an inch in some of those spots. And if we can get some moisture down to Pueblo and Canyon, could see a light dusting on some grassy surfaces. Overall, it's a warm air mass today with highs in the 60s and 70s on the plains. Tomorrow, we're down to 42. That's going to be the coolest day of the next 7. Bree's right. As she mentioned, spring begins Thursday morning with a temperature right near average at 56. Now, the wind tomorrow morning will be really gusty early on, then eventually tapering off through the afternoon. For Pueblo, still a breezy to gusty looking forecast all the way through the start of the weekend. I'm hoping we can squeeze out a little moisture tonight, because if we don't, we're dry through the weekend, even into early next week. Similar story for Canyon City, the 3 out of 5 on the impact scale, due to the potential for gusts over 50 miles an hour today. And at Woodland Park, a double whammy. We've got wind during the day, then we've got the potential for an inch or two of snow tonight. That could impact travel tomorrow morning in and out of Teller County. By Thursday to Friday, we're dry with highs in the middle to upper 40s.